So this is something I get asked about bloody heaps. So this is all about building out a customer avatar. Okay, so customer avatar, if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's when you work out ahead of time who you believe your customer is going to be. And oftentimes, you can do this, of course, retrospectively, which is kind of what we're going to do today. But this is a really good exercise to do before you actually bring your product to market so that you can understand how to bring it to market. And there's a little bit of science and quite a lot of art in relation to doing this. So I'm going to just kind of run you through how we go about putting together a customer avatar for a product. And we're going to use, this is Debbie's product, but we could just as easy have used anything at all. It's the same system. And probably what the most important thing for you to pay attention to is the questions that we ask about the particular product. Because if you ask those same questions of your product, that will enable you to have a much greater understanding about who's going to be buying it, the reasons that they may buy it, and also the reasons that they may not buy it as well. Okay, so here's the product: potty training seat, frog design, potty seat, toddler training, blah de blah de blah. Now I'm not going to make any comments at all about the product itself. I'm just going to assume that this is all done lovely and they've got some reviews, and so I'm not here to critique the listing. All right, that's not what we're here to do. Instead, let's talk about the customer avatar and who this customer is. So let's make this super interactive. Okay, so you guys help me out. First question that we ask ourselves about any product is, who is buying this product? So pretty simple. Who's buying this product? Who is going to be buying this product? And of course, that's the same question that you would ask about your product as well. Who's buying your new callus cream that you can sell to people? Who buys that? Who buys this potty training seat? Who is the person that gets their credit card out and buys this product? All right, that's the important thing. Who gets their credit card out to buy it? And of course, you've got this absolutely right. It's mum who's buying it for them. Okay, now next question then, once you've answered that, is who are they buying it for? Now, oftentimes they will not be buying it for themselves. So the person who buys your product may well not be buying it for themselves. They may well be buying it for somebody else. Now that could come in the form of, like this product, for instance, where they're buying it for a different end user, which is going to be the toddler, of course, or it could be that they're buying it as a gift for somebody, or that they could be buying it for somebody else to give as a gift. So for instance, in our household, I know when my birthday comes up, then whilst my kids will give me the gifts, it will be my lovely wife that will have got them for them, for instance, okay? Things like that, that's good for you to know. So you've got things like, what have you got? We've got them for a daughter, grandkid, of course, and we're gonna say, is this daughter, is this for a little girl, do you reckon? Maybe, maybe not. Buying for their own child or grandchild. So is this aimed at boys or girls? Is this a boys or a girls one? I mean, it's got a picture of a young girl here, but is that who you would say, oh, this is for a boy or this is for a girl? This is gender neutral, you're saying? No, 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 no. Please, 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 please. Products are not gender neutral. We may like to think that they are, but they never ever are, ladies and gentlemen. They never ever are. Whilst we may think we live in that perfect little sunshine world of unicorns farting rainbows all over the place, in actuality, we're all got our own preconceived notions. We all have our own stereotypes. There is no, well, I'm not gonna say there is no such thing, but for the most part, products are not gender neutral, all right? So who's this for? Fairy flossing. Toddlers, toddler boys also sit, by the way. All right, well, you've got your own ideas about that. I'm not going to kind of get involved in that. So it's either for a girl, it's either primarily aimed at a girl or it's primarily aimed at a boy. And that's something for you to think about. Who is the ultimate recipient of this? And we start to think about what's important to them. All right, so the next question is now, assuming that we've now got two people that we're interested in, we always have to give priority to the person who gets their wallet out, okay? So that's the person we always give priority to when it comes to the product avatar. So what is important to them about the product, and that's the question that we ask, becomes what is important to the mum about the product, because you could just as well say what's important to the toddler, but really the toddler's not buying it. Whether or not they use it, if they don't like it, is another question, of course, but the person who's buying it gets preference. I hope you understand the difference between those two. So for mum, what is important to mum about this product? It's easy to clean, says Anna. I agree. Easy to use and clean, right there, well done. It's safety and functional. So we've got safe, non-toxic materials, but really, are they going to put that in their mouth? Probably not. I'd be more worried about them slipping off it, or about this slipping off in the toilet and my little toddler falling into the toilet, never to be seen again. So I'd be more worried about that element of safety rather than the non-toxicity of the material, because it's unlikely you're going to let your kid put that in their mouth if it's been on the toilet. Does that make sense? It's cute and functional, says Carl. Okay, I'm going to say as well, whenever you're doing an avatar, you should definitely talk. So if you are trying, like, guys are usually shit at selling baby products because we just don't get it. Mums get it. They get what's important. So you should, if you're a guy trying to sell baby products, you really want to spend a lot of time with your lovely wife or your girlfriend or some girls and ask them about it, all right? Easy to use, safe to clean. So it's got to be easy to use. It's hard work managing a toddler. If they don't want to go potty, it's difficult to get them to go potty. So it's got to be easy to use, all right? Where does it say that? Hygienic, compact, easy to use and clean, all right? Maybe we can say eco-friendly. Yeah, who gives a rat's ass about that? Soft and comfortable, maybe. Yeah, okay. Well, you know, that easy to use and clean, you could maybe scale that out a bit. Photos, child will have to use it. It should be safe, said Chrissy. Safety is going to be a big one, I reckon. But then again, you know, I ain't in the market, so that's why it's important to think this through. Safety doesn't slip around, says Megan. Yes. Now, where's that? Non-slip. Non-slip. I can't see that anywhere. All right, so that's something that you maybe could put that in the images that this is non-slip, because you've got that image which kind of implies it, but it doesn't say on it. So you could change that image to say these tags mean it won't slip around on the toilet and your child won't fall into the toilet. You wouldn't say that, obvious, of course. Portable, says Jacqueline. So it does say portable on here, that's great. All right, you get the idea? So by thinking it through, that's what we're looking at. All right, so next question. So we just did what's important to them about the product, them being the person who's paying for it. What is, the next question is, what is the outcome that they're looking for when they buy it? So when a mum buys this product, what is the outcome that she is looking for? What do you reckon? The child goes potty on it. Fun, encouraging child. Will it solve the problem? Toilet training. Safe. Easy toilet training, less mess. Nice. Easy to clean and detach. Poo in the toilet, not on the floor or not in the nappy. Her toddler wants to use it. Functionality, safe and easy, and will help with the toilet training. Yep, nice. All right. Next. So here's the next question. So now we start looking. So that's some of the product relating questions. So the next question is, what is the age of the person who is buying it? So let's just think about this now. Toddler. Toddler age, what? When do you start toilet training a kiddie? Maybe 2 to 4 years old, something like that. So assume that mummy had her baby. If it's her first child, you could make some assumptions about the age. If it's her second child, you make some different assumptions about the age. But I think if we said between, 25 and 40, I think we'd be in the ballpark. Do you guys agree with that? 25 to 40 would put us in the right kind of ballpark. Yep. All right, cool. So 25 to 40 puts us in. So now, what have we now got? So now let's start thinking about, because now things have changed. Now let's start thinking about how we go about advertising this stuff to them. All right. So thing number one, if we're going to have a picture of a lady on here, she should be between the ages of 25 and 40. Okay. And it's probably not a bad idea to have a picture of a mum holding her very happy post-poo daughter or post-poo son in her arms, because that's the outcome that the mum is looking to get. All right. Things like that. All right. So age, what is the problem they're trying to solve is the next question. And then the final question I ask is, why do they want to solve this problem? Why do they want to solve this problem? So this may or may not apply to this, but you could say the mum wants to solve this problem so the child continues on her development, and that's one thing. But let me tell you, that's a very gross, possibly misunderstanding of what the mum really wants from this. So let's put our hats on. Let's put our psychology hats. Why does mummy want her toddler to be potty trained? Why? No more nappies, perhaps. What else? How does mummy feel if her kid is still in nappies when all the other kids are not in nappies? How does mummy feel when her kid is the only kid that's not potty trained? How does mum feel? That's got to be, I would imagine that's socially embarrassing. I'm no mum, but I'd imagine that's socially embarrassing. So by thinking about the real reason, there's a social norm that goes along with having your kid potty trained. All right. And so understanding that gives you an insight into what's going on. All right. So that's that stage. So there's some of the questions you can ask. And you see why now you've got to be like a bit of an armchair psychologist to kind of figure all that shit out. But then what I also do as well is I also go looking on Facebook. By the way, Facebook has just updated all of their interface. Why? It was great before, kind of sucks now. I also go looking on Facebook just to make sure I can find the market. I usually do this before I go list a product and before I even get into the product. But anyway, I'm going looking for this. So for this, it would be location, Australia. Okay, cool. Age, well, we already said our age was that kind of, 25, kind of 40-year-old lady. Gender was our women. And then we go detailed targeting. Well, we know that they are parents. Oh, come on. Demographics, there we go, what have we got? So I can bring up my demographic search. Parents, not all parents. I'm going to go parents of kids aged between my potty training age. So what do you reckon, potty ladies? See, I'm showing my stupidness here. Potty training, what age is potty training typically for toddlers? 2 years old? Yeah, okay, cool. So you kind of got to click on the 1 to 2, not the 9 to 12, although there's absolutely some adults that need nappies, and 3 to 5. So you can't be as perfect as you want it to be, but you're only looking for some understanding here. So now I can see that I can reach 88,000 people who match at least a little bit of my criteria. They've got a child in that kind of potty training age, all right? So it gives me ability to do that. You can go further, you can look at occupation, you can look at location, not necessarily for this product, but at least it gives you an idea into that. That's something that I always do as well, all right? So, as I said, it is part art, well, mostly art and some science to it, all right? But there's some questions that you can ask yourself that I can post in the group if you want me to. Actually, I will, I'll just post them in blank. And that will enable you to think about your customers in a different way. And if you are not at least in the same ballpark, sex at least, as your target audience, then consider asking people who are. I think that's a really big thing. We often see, when I see a guy selling baby equipment, I'm always like, oh, really? Do you really get the market? Do you really get the market? And frequently, unfortunately, they don't. So they just look at the numbers without understanding who they're actually selling to. Anyway, hope that helps. I think that's it for today, folks.
Hey, Neil here. Just before you go away, that was a question that I got asked on my regular Monday night Q&A session, which I have with the members of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs. So if you're interested in joining us as an Aussie Online Entrepreneurs, then you can click on the link below to find out a lot more about that. And also, as a special thank you for watching this video, I've got a great book that I want to give you for free. It's a current bestseller on Amazon, and it teaches you everything that you would need to know about starting a business here in Australia on Amazon. So you can see that just up there. So if you'd like to get a copy of that for free, then again, just click on the link below and you'll get a copy of that. You'll get taken to a page where you can get a copy of that for absolutely free. Hope you enjoyed that little snippet from one of my Aussie Online Entrepreneur Q&A sessions, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and also like this video. And if you've got a question that you would like answering, then post it in the comments below, and I'll do my best to answer it, whether on one of these videos for you or directly in the comments directly below. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time on the next of the Aussie Online Entrepreneurs Amazon FBA Australia videos. See you soon.